There is nobody watching this series who wants us to move clubs as much as our agent. This guy really needs that commission, I think. I'm starting to debate whether or not we should fire him, because seriously, we're at a very crucial stage of the season and I only need to focus on Portsmouth. Even if we get to the Premier League, I'm still not 100% sure if I want to transfer and change clubs this summer. Let's just do our best to focus on the last games of the season here in the Championship. We've got Millwall coming up now, who is 23rd in the table. We are just a few points behind second spot, so if we can pick up a few victories now, we might be able to get automatic promotion. Look at the footwork. That is incredible. We'll get this ball and gonna try to give it to Bishop. Ooh, that's lucky again. Come on. Oh, that went a little bit too far. I didn't mean to try to go for goal. Wow, Musovic. Fun fact, I've actually played football with her in real life. Considering Millwall has got one of the worst defensive records in the league, it's a bit, disappointing that we have been the closest to scoring in our team. Come on, boys, we need to start playing football. Dossel on the ball now. Finds Blair. I'm not sure if that is another new signing. Haven't seen much of him, to be honest. I know Liverpool has got a youngster named Blair, so maybe he's on loan or... yeah, maybe they bought him. We'll have to check that out after the game. Chaplin will take this corner kick. He goes short to our captain. And he gives it back to Chaplin. This is nice from Portsmouth, and Bishop should probably score that one. Hopefully, we will get our goal in the next half. Dossel, Hill. Yeah, this is so nice. Surely we gotta get a goal. Bishop with a header. Millwall moving forward. That is not offside, I think. But we managed to get it out for a corner. We definitely don't want to concede from this. Maybe they will take it short, actually. Come on, pressure, guys. Oh, he tries to be cheeky. Fair enough. That attempt was actually kind of genius. I did not expect it. Right now, it is all Millwall. Imagine if they get their goal and steal all of these points. Here we are. Chaplin can give it up for Bishop. And now, boys, this might be one of our last proper attacks. Blair moving into the penalty box with lots of pace. And Blair hits the crossbar. Youngman Hook gives it to Dossel. No, no, no. It would be a very bad moment if they score now. The ball comes in and the shot. That is one of the worst results we've had in a long time. We obviously should be winning this. At least we have a good individual performance. We actually, completed all of the objectives. So we got an enhanced reward, some extra personality points and stuff. And even some archetype points. So we will, of course, be spending this. Honestly, I do believe that we are kind of close to actually becoming the main penalty taker of this team. Now it's 64. And yeah, I honestly think that is one of the highest ones in the squad. We've got so many penalties this season, you know, we have been lucky with that. And Chaplin has been the one taking them, and he's actually not even missed one. But just from penalties, we have probably scored close to 10 goals. Just imagine if we become the penalty taker, guys, and add some goals to our name. I really do believe that we, at one point in the future, could have a chance for the Ballon d'Or. And that is the only way, because it's practically impossible for a keeper to win that award unless you do something kind of unique. I'm interested in finding out a little bit more about that left winger Blair, who was playing in the last game, because, his name sounds kind of familiar. And as we can see, he's been at the club since 2024. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. I haven't really seen him play until, this last game. How many appearances? Okay, 5. So he's got a couple of games this season, but he's a little bit older than I thought, though. Next up, then, is Wrexham away. And The Athletic is reporting that last time we faced Portsmouth, piled on the goals. If I do remember correctly, we won 2-1 at home. So let's see if Wrexham can get revenge, or we can win again. It is time to find out if we can do it on a cold, rainy night in Wales. Dossel finds Swanson. Ooh. Youngman Hook is on the run as well. Here he goes. Youngman Hook. Please finish that. Yes. A perfect start. It's only taken 8 minutes. Can Wrexham respond to this instantly? Ooh. Bishop. Gotta make sure Youngman Hook is not offside. But he has released him again. And no. This time the keeper stops it. But it's almost an identical one to the first goal we scored. Dossel through the middle to Michael. Let's see if he can get a goal involvement today. Swanson decides to shoot. Come on, boys. There we are again. We're winning every battle. Bishop gives it to Long. Come on. Ooh. Ankle breaker. Let's see then if we can get the shot off. That is terrible, man. This has been one-sided so far. Here we go. Swanson up for Bishop. He needs some support, or he can go all the way himself almost. What an assist that is. And 2-0 after 28 minutes. This is just too easy for us right now. James on the ball. Ooh, he's somehow done pretty well there. The shot comes, but a very nice catch. Let's find Michael. And we'll go again. I want the third one. Why do we score so many goals against Wrexham? You know, that's kind of funny, actually. Come on, Ogliv. Oh, that is a terrible touch. Maybe Wrexham can get themselves a big chance. Let's rush out, and I don't think he expected us to be there so quickly. That's a great goalkeeping. Here we go again. Dossel. Oh, that is a fantastic pass. But the keeper makes an even better save. What a half of football it has been. I'm hoping we're going to keep up this intensity so we can get the third and maybe even the fourth goal. Dossel running through the middle. As always, Youngman Hook gives it for Bishop. That is nice. Come on, let's get another goal. Bishop. Youngman Hook. Yes, this is looking promising. Long now. Could he go all the way, maybe? And that is another fantastic save. This keeper has made sure the scoreline is still respectable. Will it be a late comeback here from Wrexham? Let's see. That is offside. No. I'm starting to feel a little bit sorry for them, or more for the people that have come to watch this game, because have they even had a chance? They've barely been inside our half. It's been that bad. Here we go with Chaplin. He will cross the ball in for Bishop, and that is so close. Dossel. Bishop. What an attack. Chaplin. This could be 3, and of course it is. Absolutely ridiculous game of football. We have been so dominant. I could say a lot of bad things about Wrexham. Surely they will just go for it here. That is a good ball in behind, and the header thankfully goes wide. I saw the clean sheet slip away from us there. Dossel, can you do some magic? Here we go with Long into Bishop. Yes, this is insane, and it is almost 4-0. But the referee ends the game right there. There is barely any Wrexham supporters left in the stadium. What a performance. 3 points, 3 goals, guys. That deserves a like on the video, surely. Come on. Even though he didn't score, it is Dossel who gets the man of the match. What a player. He has been, in my opinion, except Sander, the best player for Portsmouth. When it comes to like the consistency, he's been, fantastic for us in that midfield. Let me know in the comment section down below who you guys would give the player of the season to. I would actually be really interested to hear that. And don't say Sander, because he's the clear, obvious favorite. But if you could pick anybody else, who would it be? Portsmouth fans will be hoping their favorites are able to replicate their showing last time out versus Hull City. That is not an easy fixture. We are just a couple of days away from March, and as you can see, loads of our good players are starting to feel the tiredness in their legs, because it's been a long season. We've played like 40 games or something, and there's still a few more to go. This is when we really find out if we got what it takes to make it to the Premier League. It seems like Ipswich has a guaranteed Premier League football, so congratulations to them. And they're the first team this season which is gonna be promoted back up to the Premier League. And hopefully, we will get there as well. Either that will be through playoffs or automatic promotion by getting second spots. That is still possible. But, I think our biggest chance will be to go through on the playoff games, which could be crazy. A few matches at Wembley. And honestly, being a part of literally playing like a final and a semi-final for Premier League football, that would perhaps be like the most nerve-wracking games of our career. Here comes Balumi, the guy who had a crazy free kick against us earlier this season, and we saved it. And here they come again. McBurney with a beautiful ball out to Miller. We're gonna have to rush out. That is fantastic yet again. But man, Portsmouth needs to wake up here. Hopefully the coach will absolutely rip into these guys and tell them to fix up. You know it's a bad performance when the keeper has been your best player. Here they are again. Look at this opportunity from Hall. Here is Bellumi. We know he has got a good shot on him. He cuts inside and... No, man, what is this defending? Absolutely shocking stuff, and I cannot even say that it's undeserved. How are we letting McBurney stand completely open right in front of goal? This has been so poor defensively today. What can we do now then? With 20 minutes to go, we are chasing automatic promotion, and with performances like this, it is simply not gonna happen. Let's see if we can somehow equalize quickly, but I doubt it. Look at this. Terrible. Chaplin though, steals it. Come on. Oh, he should have passed it for Bishop. Chaplin again. That is gonna be a penalty. No, we are seriously the most lucky team in the world, guys. I don't get it. I really don't get how we always seem to do it right after we concede. And now, of course, we've got a massive opportunity to score. The question is, though, who's going to be taking it? Because our penalties have definitely improved. It will be Chaplin. Not a bad idea. He is still yet to miss one this season. Come on, lads. Yes, he goes in the bottom right corner. And he goes to pick up the ball. 9 goals. I seriously think 7 of them have been penalties. What a player, man. Seriously. That is a huge moment, and now these 20 minutes will be very interesting. Dossel with a nice ball over to Blair. He's giving it away, and now Hull City have got loads of space again. Make sure to mark McBurney in the box, guys. The cross comes in, and ooh, our captain gets there in the end. Huge block. But that header could have ended up anywhere. Will they go short with it? No. We clear it away first time, but the danger is not over here. They win it back, and the shot! What a dive from Sander. I wasn't totally sure if that was actually gonna go on target. We take no chances with that one. McBurney is running past everybody here. That is a fantastic pass. No, no, no. Will Hull City get the winner? Oh, clearance. Get the ball away, guys. We cannot stand here and pass it with this pressure from Hull. At this point, I'll obviously be okay with a draw because we should have lost this game. It's not over though. There's the ball in behind, and the header is out. You can tell that the players are starting to get fatigued. We were not sharp at all in this game. I've seen your comments. I know you want me to change up the boots and maybe the gloves as well. So let's take a look and see what we can find. Of course, at the moment, we are sponsored by Puma. And because we are a goalkeeper, I feel like we should be going for like the most, you know, crazy colorway in the world. We should try to keep it a little bit humble. You know, these ones would be nice, but they're very similar to the ones that we've already got on. So maybe not. Ooh, we could also go for something that, you know, kind of matches our kit and socks. But let's look at these ones. Future Ultimate. Wow. I do kind of like the look of that one, to be completely honest with you. And even the purple ones, but they're Nike. So, yeah, we cannot do that. But we could go with purple Pumas. I think we will choose the future ones for now. I like this model, and yeah, it's not the most brightest colors in the world, so we'll go with that. What about the gloves? Can we find something that matches our boots? Of course, we have to make sure that it is sponsored by Puma. Who knows what happens after this season? Maybe we will be sponsored by a different brand, or I'm not sure what's going on. You know, if we move to a bigger club as well, there is definitely going to be bigger contracts on the table. All right, here we go. There is some purple ones there. And I've got to say, guys, they look kind of nice. Stands out on the pitch as well. So I think this will be our new combination. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We have officially entered March, and the first game of the month is going to be away to Blackburn. And then we've got Nottingham Forest in the cup. You know, this is going to be the biggest game of the season. If we can make it into the next round of the FA Cup, that is also the biggest game of the season, because we are now in like the 5th round or something. And of course, if we manage to make it into the Premier League playoffs, that is going to be even bigger pretty much. But as long as we are in this competition, yeah, the games are massive. And just imagine if we can beat Nottingham Forest, make it into the next one, and then all of a sudden we are fighting for like quarterfinals. I still have a dream that we can win the whole thing and qualify for Europa League next season, but that does sound a bit crazy, I think. So yeah, we will end it there for today. Next fixture is going to be in 2 days, of course. Portsmouth currently sat 6th, Blackburn is 19th. So this is a game we absolutely have to win, especially when it is right before that crucial game against Forest.